Hey, what's up? Good evening to all you WWE fans on YouTube. I'm Justin Fleming, and I'm gonna give all of you my predictions for the next pay-per-view Stomping Grounds. Before I do, I want to talk to you about today's pay-per-view Super Showdown. Super Showdown was terrible, man. It was the most awful pay-per-view I ever watched on the WWE Network. The worst. It was terrible. I mean, Vince, man, he brought. Why in the world would Vince McMahon have 2, 3 men to face Lars Sullivan and Shane and Shane McMahon beating Roman Reigns with Drew McIntyre's help? That don't make sense. And why in the world Vince McMahon would want the match? And what about the match between Undertaker and Goldberg? It was a good match, but why in the world would they have 2 men who can't retire? They're old. Vince McMahon should have had. He should have thought that before. There should have been a match between Undertaker and Goldberg a few years back, man. A long time ago, there should have been a match between Undertaker and Goldberg. This is why WWE. I hate WWE. I can't wait for AEW because Super Showdown was terrible today. Terrible, the worst. And let me give you all of you my predictions for Stomping Grounds. The next pay-per-view takes place in Tacoma, Washington, at the Tacoma Dome. It'll be live on Sunday, June 23rd, on the WWE Network and on pay-per-view. Now, let me tell you about this pay-per-view Stomping Grounds. I bet this is gonna be the worst pay-per-view event since I just watched and some of you watched Super Showdown today. I bet you this is gonna be the worst pay-per-view on June 23rd this year. Stomping Grounds. You wanna know why? I tell you why. Let me give you all my predictions. Let me tell you what the matches. The matches are Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Live Women's Title. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre in a singles match. Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Title. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin for the Universal Title. And Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage match for the World Wrestling Entertainment Title. Let me tell you what my prediction is this. Let me start off with Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. No, this is stupid. This is really stupid. I don't know why this is really stupid. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Live Women's Title, man. It should have been, it should have been Carmella. It should have been Carmella, not Carmella versus Bayley, but not Alexa versus Bayley, because some of you, this is one reason why you shouldn't be Alexa versus Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Live Women's Title, because Payback 2017, some of you remember. Payback 2017, remember? She faced Bayley for the Raw Women's Title, and Alexa buried her. So I got a good feeling that Alexa Bliss may bury Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title at Stomping Grounds like she did to her at Payback 2017. Why? This is crap. How many times is Bayley going to get buried? The reason why it was Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Live Women's Title, because Mandy and Sonya cost her to be the #1 contender against Carmella last Tuesday on SmackDown Live. I predict this. This is what I predict. I predict that Alexa Bliss is going to beat Bayley. I bet there's going to be a double turn there. I bet it's going to make that Bayley is going to be the heel and Alexa Bliss is going to be the babyface. That's what might happen. I bet that's probably might happen if I bet you that Alexa Bliss is going to win the match and Bayley will turn heel. It's going to be a double turn. Bliss being the babyface and Bayley being the heel. That's why I believe, or because you know what, I really won't blame Bayley because she got buried too many times by Alexa, too many times, and she humiliated, she made fun of Bayley, tormented Bayley, all all the things she did. She tormented her, humiliated her, made fun of her in front of her hometown after Payback 2017 at a appreciation party. All the stuff. I bet you that Bayley's going to turn heel if Alexa Bliss wins. I bet you'll be a double turn in the SmackDown Live Women's Title Championship match between Alexa Bliss and Bayley. Or you know what? Or maybe Bayley will win. Maybe Bayley will win. It'll be payback, just like she buried like Alexa buried Bayley at Payback 2017 for the Raw Women's title. So I bet Bayley might win this match. She might win this match at for the might retain the SmackDown Live Women's title. And that'll be karma for Alexa Bliss, just like for when she buried Bayley for the Raw Women's title at Payback 2017 3 years ago. So I just or maybe Nikki Cross will interfere in the match to cost Bayley the SmackDown Live Women's title, because a lot of you know that that Nikki Cross is partners with Alexa Bliss. So I bet you that Bayley's might get screwed by Nikki Cross, and Alexa Bliss becomes the new SmackDown Live Women's title. That's how I believe this one is going to be the worst pay-per-view since some of you watched Super Showdown today. Next one, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre in a singles match. My prediction: I predict Shane McMahon is going to interfere in the match, and Drew McIntyre wins, and Shane McMahon, and Roman gets buried by Drew. This is why it doesn't make sense. This is why WWE is starting to suck right now. I bet you Roman's going to lose this match, the match on the June 23rd at Stomping Grounds. I know Roman's going to get screwed. Shane McMahon, he got some nerve to throw stones at Shane McMahon, throw stones at Roman about him attacking his father Vince. It's real, it's real funny coming from a man who attacked Mrs. Father at WrestleMania 35 last April. So he has no room to judge. He's pot calling the kettle black. So I bet you that Shane McMahon is going to interfere in this match and help Drew McIntyre win. That's what I believe. I bet you that's what I believe might happen. Next one, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's title. My prediction is that Lacey Evans might win this match, because that's how I believe this is going to be the worst pay-per-view event of all time, Stomping Grounds. So I believe Becky Lynch is going to lose her Raw Women's title, and Lacey Evans becomes the new Raw Women's champion. Next one, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Now I predict that this is what I pretty much predict might happen in the match between Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin for the Universal title at Stomping Grounds. I predict that Brock Lesnar might probably cash in his Money in the Bank. I bet Baron Corbin. I believe that Seth Rollins is going to retain the title. Then Brock Lesnar is going to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and then Baron Corbin is going to come from behind and attack Seth Rollins to screw him out of the Universal title. And Brock Lesnar would probably put his finishing move called a Suplex City, and then 1, 2, 3, Brock Lesnar becomes the new Universal Champion. or something like that. So I bet you Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar might cash in and become the Universal Champion at Stomping Grounds, and he loses the Seth, beating Seth. I bet you Seth Rollins is gonna lose the title, and Brock Lesnar cashes in his Money in the Bank. Next one, Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Wrestling Entertainment title. My prediction, and I think in the steel cage match for the World Wrestling Entertainment title, I bet you that Dolph Ziggler. I think maybe what if I think Brock Lesnar might interfere in this one. I think he probably might interfere, cash in his Money in the Bank, and take the WWE title from Kofi Kingston in the steel cage match when if Kofi Kingston retains the title. That's how I believe this is going to be the worst pay-per-view of all time. The worst. Yeah, I believe Kofi Kingston. I bet you Brock Lesnar might cash in the Money in the Bank and cash in on Kofi Kingston to become the new WWE champion. That's what I believe at Stomping Grounds, the steel cage match. Yes, I know this is really going to be the worst pay-per-view of all time at Stomping Grounds. I bet you this is going to be the worst pay-per-view. I know because this is why I'm starting to watch. Can't wait for AEW this October. I know some of you can't wait for AEW this October. This is really going to be the worst pay-per-view since some of you just watched Super Showdown today. This is gonna stink. I mean, Vince McMahon is a joke. Where's Triple H? I mean, he needs to take over. We need a Raw general manager. We need a SmackDown live general manager. I wish Triple H he should have his DX buddies. Shawn Michaels to be the Raw general manager, and his DX buddy X-Pac, Sean Waltman, to be the SmackDown Live GM. Because look at 205 Live, NXT, and NXT UK, how they got GMs. I bet you, like I said, Stomping Grounds is going to be an awful pay-per-view. That's my prediction. I bet you Stomping Grounds is going to be an awful pay-per-view when people when people get buried and stuff, and the baby faces get buried and stuff. So I bet you this is going to be a terrible pay-per-view, Stomping Grounds. Those are my predictions. Okay, that's it for all of you. That's those are my predictions for Stomping Grounds on June 23rd. So all of you have a good day, and a lot of you, I hope a lot of you know it's also the 20th anniversary of Mr. McMahon being revealed as the higher power, and the 10th anniversary of Extreme Rules, where CM Punk cashes in his Money in the Bank contract to win against Jeff Hardy after Jeff Hardy defeated him for the World Heavyweight title against Edge. So hope all of you have a good day, and I hope all of you enjoy Stomping Grounds, which is going to be terrible, on June 23rd of this year at the Tacoma Dome, Tacoma, Washington. So subscribe to Justin Fleming. I can discuss WWE with all of you. So have a good evening. Peace. I'm out of here.